If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think.
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit.
Crawford, Canelo.
Yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he.
Boxing legends can't stop talking about how incredible Terence Crawford is. Antonio Gates firmly believes Crawford will come out on top because he's the best in the game with unmatched speed, sharp technique, and smart strategy. Crawford keeps winning over fans and fellow fighters. His success in different weight divisions shows just how special he is, and as more big names praise him, it's clear he's a fighter everyone wants to avoid.
Terence Crawford, Canelo.
Yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo, but I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm going to say Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Because I think Terence Crawford is the best boxer in the world.
Israel Madrimov, who's actually been in the ring with Terence Crawford, brings real weight to the conversation. After facing Crawford's sharp tactics up close, Madrimov is fully confident in picking him, especially in a full 12-round fight. He believes Crawford's better stamina, accuracy, and quick adjustments would slowly break down Canelo Alvarez's attack. Getting praise like this from someone who's dealt with Crawford's pressure and pace says a lot about how dangerous he really is as the fight goes on.
If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think.
Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, what do you think about that fight if they did fight? Looks like it's up for September.
Good fight. You know, if 168 pounds, I think it's Canelo, but it's Canelo better technique because 50-50. If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think. If knockout, it's Canelo.
What makes Crawford so difficult to fight against?
He has power, smart, in more practical.
He has more experience. He's very experienced.
Amir Khan, who's faced top-level opponents and built a career on speed, brings a sharp take on the defensive gap between the two fighters. He notes that Canelo often takes clean hits when things heat up, while Crawford stays calm and rarely gets hit cleanly. Khan also points out Crawford's strength and how he controls the pace without getting hurt, showing he's a powerful and smart fighter who doesn't need to beat Canelo to prove how great he is.
You fought them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Conor Benn's response to this potential clash shows just how big it feels to the boxing world. His reaction matches the excitement and weight of a fight between two champions from different paths and with completely different styles.
With Crawford going up, I believe he can put a beating on anybody 154, 160.
But not 68.
Nah, Benavidez is.
Canelo.
Canelo. I think he's a smart fighter. He doesn't rely on his power. Crawford ain't a fighter who just relies on his power. And then Canelo, you know, when he's fought Belenga, then fought Ryder, Munguia. It's even. I think it'd be a 50-50 fight if Crawford fought Canelo.
Romero, known for speaking his mind, is backing Crawford to win this high-stakes fight. His belief isn't just hype, it's based on what he's seen in the ring. Romero likely notices how Crawford's timing, smooth movement, and sharp counterpunches could give Canelo's tight, aggressive style a lot of trouble. While some think Canelo's power will make the difference, Romero is betting on Crawford's accuracy and fight smarts to get the job done.
Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Really? Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you like this, I mean, the weight division things, you know, but I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Why do you want to see Crawford beat the ish out of Canelo?
I just hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Why? Like Canelo, dude, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like you like Crawford that much? Took your coffee.
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to boxing in every way. Canelo.
Veteran trainer Teddy Atlas offers a deeper take, looking beyond wins and titles to the traits numbers can't show. He says true greatness comes from staying sharp under pressure, performing when it matters most, and having that inner drive to rise in big moments. Atlas sees all of that in Crawford, and even with all of Canelo's accomplishments, he believes Crawford's mental edge could make the difference.
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. And I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
The face-off between the two fighters caught many off guard visually. Despite Canelo having fought longer at heavier weights, there didn't seem to be much size difference. Viewers noticed that Crawford looked equally fit and ready. Unlike fighters who jump weight classes without a plan, Crawford is taking a smart, careful approach. He's building his body and conditioning specifically for this fight, showing he's not just moving up in weight, but also stepping up in preparation.
Going at it. And yes, weight class is a little bit different for Terence Crawford, but he's not fighting what I would consider to be a normal 168-pound fighter. Canelo is not that, right? Canelo has moved up multiple weight classes to get to 168. So they're really, when you look at him standing toe-to-toe here, you don't see a massive size difference for Canelo. In fact, you kind of see the opposite. But we also have something we're going to be breaking down when it comes out, a Piers Morgan Uncensored between Canelo and Bud Crawford. I hope that they get these two on ESPN.
David Benavidez brings a strategic angle to the discussion. While he respects Canelo's power and control in the ring, he's not ruling Crawford out. In fact, he sees Crawford's drive and mental toughness as game-changing factors for Benavidez. It's not only about skills, but also about mentality, and he believes Crawford has the mindset needed to pull off a major upset.
The Ring magazine, which is owned by Turkey, reported that Canelo and Crawford have agreed to the September date and that it's essentially on. What is your I know this has been rumored and talked about, but now it seems like a done deal. What's your reaction to this?
It's a good fight. It's a good fight for both of them. Good fight for, I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
I think you give him a 7 out of a 10.
Oh, 5.
Crawford is good. Crawford is good, and
of course.
I think he's been known that he's going to fight Canelo for a long time. And Crawford, he likes to pick up the weight, so I'm sure he's been working on the weights for a long time. So, Crawford, when he has with a person that has a big IQ like that, if you do enough weights, and you stay working for a long time, you have a
Alexander Usyk, who's known for beating bigger opponents, sides with Crawford because of his technical skills. Usyk's own experience proves that talent can beat size, and he sees Crawford's quick movements, clever feints, precise timing, and stance switches as the tools needed to outscore a slower, more predictable Canelo, even with the size gap.
A potential fight between Canelo and Terence Crawford. How do you see that fight? Who do you
like? Terence. It's
wow.
My friend, but it's crazy man. Listen, I say Terence win. Yes.
What? Terence win over Canelo.
Yes, Terence win. But listen, Terence is different man. Terence work in two sides. Two sides.
Right.
And
right.
Switch hitter.
Yes.
He's a
switch
hitter.
Yes.
Right and left. But it's very smart man. It's very smart. But feel distance and place like
adjustments.
Spacing,
exactly.
boxing.
You don't think the weight difference will be a factor too much?
Mario, you're asking him?
That's why I'm asking, exactly.
Mike Tyson offers a mix of respect and realism. He's full of praise for Crawford's smart movement, sharp timing, and ability to adjust during fights, but Tyson also knows how tough boxing really is. He points out that moving up in weight isn't only about skill, it's about handling stronger punches and reacting when power becomes the key factor. He's not questioning if Crawford can win, he's just concerned about the physical cost of the challenge.
I think he wants to. You ever follow the WWE?
Shakur Stevenson, a rising talent known for his own technical skills, fully backs Crawford in this matchup. He rejects the idea that Crawford is too small for the challenge, saying people don't realize how strong and physically solid he really is. More importantly, Stevenson believes the difference in skill will be too much for Canelo to handle. His support shows just how much respect Crawford has from the new wave of top-level fighters.
Yeah,
What do you say about that?
I think skills pay the bills.
Yeah.
And I feel like
truthfully, he's not as little as people think. Like people think he like very small.
He cut weight to get to 147, 154.
Yes, he's not as small as like people think. It's just he look like it.
Yeah.
So like if you see him in
person
and he get on a scale or something, you wouldn't believe that's his weight.
I told somebody the other day he might get on the scale weighing like 166, 167 fighting Canelo, and people wouldn't believe how ripped up and cut up he'll still look. He won't look like he's overweight Terence Crawford. He gonna look like a solid Terence Crawford.
I think he beat Canelo though. I've been saying I remember when he fought when they fought. Go watch an interview. I think Terence Crawford would beat Canelo.
Okay, I wasn't saying
a long time ago.
Yeah.
No cap.
I did tell him after the Smith fight, I said, man, go get Canelo. You the greatest.
Yeah.
This era.
For sure.
Yeah, it's no question.
No question, yes.
Actually, back to the you and Terence working together, because you've shared everything you've learned from him. There was fans doing their homework in the Avanesian fight and in the Spence fight saying, actually, it looks like Terence may have taken a couple things from Shakur as well, not just Shakur taking things from Terence.
No, that's...
Sports journalist Ariel Helwani offers a wider view highlighting something many might miss. Canelo's physical decline with age. As Canelo starts to slow down, Crawford appears to be hitting his peak not just in skill, but also in handling extra weight. Helwani points to Crawford's ability to adjust and fight well from both stances, which could give a slower Canelo real trouble. He expects a close fight where timing and smarts will make all the difference.
Crawford switch hitter. He did all right in his first fight at 54, but now he'll get more comfortable as a bigger guy. You know, he's actually not that small, this, that, and the other. Yesterday on my program, Ade, I spoke to David Benavidez, and I asked him about this fight, and his response surprised me. I want to play this clip for you and get your response to David's answer. Here it is.
It's a good fight for both of them. Good fight for, I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, you know, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said, like, he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
I think you give him like a 7 out of a 10.
Oh, wow, that high. I thought you were going to say like 25 just because of the size.
Good. Crawford is good, and
of course.
I think he's been known that he's going to fight Canelo for a long time. And you know, Crawford he likes to pick up the weight, so I'm sure he's been working on the weights for a long time. So
Andre Ward, who's been through big fights and moved up in weight himself, believes Crawford's real strength goes beyond skills. He points to Crawford's mental toughness as his biggest advantage. Ward sees someone who's fully prepared to handle both the physical and mental demands of a fight this big for him. It's Crawford's focus under pressure and smart decision-making that will shape the result.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Nonito Donaire highlights Crawford's underrated footwork, calling it a key factor in dealing with Canelo's steady pressure. He believes Crawford's movement can force Canelo to turn, miss, and reset. Situations that often throw him off. Donaire sees this mix of smart footwork and controlled offense as the difference maker in a matchup that many think will be tightly contested.
Canelo's a stronger guy, the bigger guy, but in the fight with a guy that moves around, and if Crawford uses his skills and his legs and his technique and just his ability, I think he can win. He can win the fight in decision, as long as he doesn't get hit with those big shots from Canelo.
Dimitri Bivol, one of the few to beat Canelo, sees Crawford as a serious challenge. He points to Crawford's quickness, sharp reactions, and strong defense as major strengths, while Bivol acknowledges the big jump in weight. He also knows some fighters are built to rise above weight limits and believes Crawford is one of them, someone who can adjust fast and make his style work no matter how big the opponent is.
I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent, and he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think fight will be much more interesting.
What do you make of the weight in that fight, the weight difference?
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants, you know, because we could see this fight. Canelo did everything. When he wanna rest, he could rest easy, you know, in this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. It just rest.
And
I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Who do you think wins?
I don't know. It's a very interesting fight, but I don't know. We'll see.
This upcoming super fight has fired up the boxing world with legacy styles and weight classes all coming into play. It's more than just a fight, it's a statement. The buzz is real and opinions are divided, making it one of the most talked about matchups in years.
Happening, y'all. We have Terence Bud Crawford going up against Canelo Alvarez on September 12th, and this is what boxing fans have been waiting for. Terence Bud Crawford has some of the best hands I have ever seen. But this man right here with this red beard got some of the most powerful punches that boxing has ever seen. This is going to be a fight that we all have been waiting for. These are the bouts that make UFC, because in the UFC, the best fight the best, but in boxing, that seldom happens. Like why haven't we had Shakur Stevenson versus Tank Davis yet? This is sometimes boxing, for whatever reason, decides not to give us the fights that we actually want to see, but finally, thanks to some Saudi money, clearly, we are going to get one of the biggest boxing events of the last 10 years, all right? This is like Manny versus Floyd, but at the prime of their careers. I'm excited for this. Y'all let us know who you think is going to win. Is it Terence Bud Crawford or Canelo Alvarez?
For Terence Crawford, this fight is about more than money or media attention. It's about legacy. He's chasing a challenge that measures true greatness. Facing a bigger, more seasoned fighter like Canelo isn't about silencing doubters, it's about pushing his own limits. This isn't just another step in his career, it's a personal mission, and winning would place him among the all-time greats in boxing history.
I think me and Canelo will make for a great fight. It's the best fight in boxing right now. And you got two first ballot Hall of Famers going head to head with each other. And everybody want to see how Terence is going to do going up 2 more weight classes.
A lot of people making a big deal about the weight. You just walked in here. You don't look like a 54 right now.
I just think a lot of people is adopting other people's thoughts.
I've seen Canelo in person.
Yeah.
Even for him, 168 is a big weight class.
Facts. And he's always the smallest person in his division. When you got Usyk fighting Tyson Fury, you know, Tyson Fury was the massive fighter over Usyk.
I'm not even so sure Canelo will be the bigger guy.
He'd probably be thicker, but I'm taller.
Yeah.
You know, he have his strong points in the fight. I have mine, so.
That wraps it up for today's video.